and Kevin Levrone. Now ready to go to work in the free pose is one of the oldest competitors and one of the best, the man they call Vince the Prince, Vince Taylor of Pembroke Pines, Florida, 37 years old.
Yeah, Vince Taylor is obviously the crowd's favorite. He has been here several times before. He's a terrific competitor and he's known to have really the most perfect body. You can't really find weak points there, so he has a good chance of winning this competition.
He is a very skilled poser. He has a kind of that Terminator look on his face, huh?
That's right.
He'll be back.
Wise choice.
Vince is on top of his game right now, too. He's coming off a recent win in the Mr. Ironman.
Momentum here is everything. It's extremely important to win one championship, win the next, and go on like that. So it's here. This is really, he can show you how the audience feedback has an effect on you, and it brings more energy into your posing routine, and then the more energy you bring into your posing, the more reaction you get from the audience, and that again plays a very important part on the judges right now, because they feel, wait a minute, obviously the audience likes them as much as we do, and it will have an effect on the points. It really plays the crowd well.
It does.
Yeah.
Actor Gregory Hines likes it.
Nothing like some water, huh?
37 years old, the oldest of the finalists, and obviously a guy that could be the favorite to win it.
It's not over till the fat lady sings. I think she just sung.
We'll have more from the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic in a moment.
Wow.
Annual Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic. Now coming out to pose is Aaron Baker. He's 33 years old from Venice, California. He's been a professional for 4 years. Interesting guy, a former Mr. California. He works as an actor and model in Los Angeles, and he's also, Arnold, a comic book artist.
Tremendous arm development. And you can see the arms, deltoids, and thighs are really the body parts that he can be most proud of. As you can see here, he lacks on calves. He really needs at least 2.5, or even 3 inches of calves in order to match his thighs to show good proportions. I think this will really cost him points today. You can see here in the calves that he really needs much more muscle development. He needs 2 to 3 inches more in his calves. This is really a weak point, and it sticks out as a weak point.
Boy, hard work, baby.
And here is one of the good young bodybuilders, Chris Cormier. He's in his first year as a professional and very highly regarded already.
Chris weighs 240 pounds with a height of 5'10". So I think that you see here a lot of muscles, a lot of tensity.
This is Chris Cormier, a 26-year-old, trains out of Venice, California. I mentioned a rookie on the Pro Tour, but he's been at the bodybuilding game for a long time, a former teenage national champion, former Mr. California, and last year he was Mr. USA.
Absolutely. I think he is a very fast rising star in the bodybuilding circuit. He improves very quickly. He learns from each one of those competitions, and his posing improves continuously. He's very smooth, very graceful. He's flexing the total back, the center back, the upper back, the deltoids, everything.
Arnold, how long does it take for a bodybuilder from the time he starts to get good till he really reaches his peak?
Some bodybuilders take longer than others, but the ideal thing is that you move carefully and steadily up. That you win the Mr. California, Mr. USA, Mr. America, Mr. Universe, and each year win a title or two and never stop. So you gain a certain momentum. And a guy like him, he has gained now a certain momentum, so he's really that really works to his advantage. If you start stopping and go down again and up and down again, that could backfire, and eventually you're not considered a serious contender.
Another interesting aspect of this sport is how exhausting it is to pose. I mean, this wears people out.
It's very exhausting, and you're absolutely correct, because you can lose up to 6 or 7 pounds doing one performance in an afternoon during a competition like that. So I think it is a very strenuous thing, although maybe it doesn't look like it.
Bodybuilders in this and similar competitions face a very long day. Beginning in the early afternoon with rounds 1 and 2, the athletes go under the microscope. First in a standing relaxed position, and then are required to execute compulsory poses. Symmetry, proportion, muscularity, and overall development are keys to surviving the early rounds. Now we're going to look at one of the top competitors, 33 years old, a firefighter from Louisville, Kentucky, Porter Cottrell.
He looks terrific. He has very little body fat. He really whipped himself in great shape for this competition. I think that he has a good chance again to be definitely in the top 6. So here he should put his stomach in much more. He lets his stomach hang out on a pose like that, which says to the judges, you know, he's maybe fat. But in the meantime, he's not fat. I guarantee you he doesn't have much body fat at all. But he has no control over his abdominal muscles, or at least very little. That will cost him points today, inevitably.
Porter Cottrell.
Here, this is a big mistake. He's letting the stomach out. He does not control it well. He does not pull it in and make a vacuum. So the judges maybe misinterpret that and think that this is fat, but in fact, he does have very little fat.
Stay with us. We'll review the Ms. International contest when we come back.